everyone. As Mr. Blum said, I'm Beth Brody, and I took the Sem Scholarship 4 years ago today. I remember it as if it were yesterday. I went to the Wyoming Valley West Middle School, and I was very happy there. With my friends I have known since first grade, my half an hour of homework a night, and my high grades that I barely had to work for. I was used to the idea of not knowing the people I passed in the hallways at school, and faculty members not knowing me or my name. However, my parents succeeded in convincing me to take the Sem Scholarship test. I had no intentions of coming to Wyoming Seminary, but I figured I would appease them and take it. The night before the test, I sifted through the Sem website, and I realized all the opportunities that Sem was going to be able to offer me. All the extracurricular opportunities, the unmatched academics, and the unique student experience. The next day, I stepped onto campus very early on that Saturday morning with my dad. I was outrageously nervous and I was shaking as I walked over the gym because I wanted to go to Sem and there was going to be no way without the scholarship. After the test was over, I felt I performed poorly. So my dad and I went right home, actually skipping this lunch, because I figured there was no way I was going to be able to go to Sem in the fall. I felt I was just an ordinary middle school student with good grades, a few clubs and sports, some community service, and a bad score on my Sem Scholarship test exam. A few weeks went by, and to my surprise, I received a phone call from Sem, notifying me that I had an interview with a few faculty members. I was incredibly excited that they actually saw something in me. At the same time, my stomach began to ache because I was even more nervous for the interview than I was for the test. I spent a week trying on different outfits, trying to think which ones would make me look the most professional so they would take me seriously. I ran possible questions through my mind, trying to think of my answers of which ones they would ask. I presumed they would ask me really difficult and philosophical questions, but it was nothing like that. They had a simple conversation with me, and I got to learn more about Sem, and they learned a lot more about me too. A few weeks later, I received another phone call. I was at a field hockey game when Mr. Blum called my house the first time, and my sleeping grandma answered the phone. When I came home, she sounded thoroughly confused about the entire conversation and said Mr. Blum wanted me to call him back. So I did, and he notified me of my scholarship. I was ecstatic because it was actually possible for me to attend Wyoming Seminary in the fall and for the next 4 years. Currently, even though I do not want to admit my parents were right, they made me get up on that one Saturday morning, and I cannot thank them enough for it. Once August rolled around, I prepared myself for the first day of school, and I was extremely nervous when it finally came. Within the few weeks before the start of school and the first week of school, I was part of at least 10 clubs, completed community service at Hillside Farms with the other freshmen, had my first quizzes and tests, became part of a state champion field hockey team, and met students from China, Germany, Korea, Taiwan, Canada, and so many other countries. In addition, it was effortless to make friends. Everyone was very friendly and very willing to say hi and have a conversation. Within the first week of school, I was at least able to recognize everyone who I passed in the hallways. And even though it took a few weeks to actually remember their names, it came to me. I even began to know the faculty, and many of them already knew me as a person and not a number. Even though these things surprised me, a few other simple things just blew my mind. I had a cell biology project due a few weeks into school, and the teacher said we could bring it up to the classroom in the morning. When I got up there, though, the door was locked, and the other projects were propped neatly by the door. So I figured I would do the same, but I was extremely apprehensive because I was a freshman coming from a public middle school, so I didn't expect it to be there when I got back. But to my surprise, it was there as I had it, and it was perfect when I got back. In addition, I lost my cell phone the second week of school, and I frantically looked for it, trying not to think of how much trouble I would be in with my parents. I expected it to never show up again, but by the end of the day, it was in the lost and found. I actually got my phone back. The little things like this really speak to the student body's blatant respect for each other and the mutual respect throughout the entire school. Then, throughout my next 3 years here, so many things happened for me. I managed to narrow down my clubs to ones that I really enjoyed, and had the chance to take multiple honors classes and 8 AP classes. I received my first ever B on my report card during my junior year in the most challenging class I've ever taken, BC Calculus. However, I successfully ended the year with an overall B+ in the class and a 5 out of 5 on my AP exam. I became the leader of medical club and took leadership positions on the Community Service Executive Board, organizing Kids Cafe, Salvation Army bell ringing, and the Angel Tree Christmas Gift Project. I was selected as a Levi Sprague Fellow, meaning I received a scholarship for room and board to live on campus for my senior year. I sent college applications to 10 highly competitive schools, which college guidance helped me with. I was a member of the Wyoming Seminary field hockey team that won 3 state championships within my 4 years here. I made friendships that will last a lifetime with students who are now at amazing colleges or back in their home countries, and I get the chance to talk with them almost daily. Other than members of my family, I have met faculty members and students at Sem who have served as major influences on my life, and I constantly look to them as role models. Even though all of these academic, extracurricular, athletic, and social opportunities really truly define Sem, I believe it is the tight-knit community that Sem has to offer which truly speaks for itself. Sem is the most caring and accepting community I have ever been given the privilege to be a part of. Like I said before, with my biology project and my cell phone, the students really respect each other, and the faculty, and everyone tries to help each other out so everyone can succeed together. This year, I've been even luckier because I am now experiencing the boarding aspect of the Sem community. For example, multiple times a week, boarding students eat dinner with faculty members and other students, having the opportunity to meet new people and learn more about them. Not only this, but all aspects of the boarding life have further proven to me just how awesome this place really is. Throughout my 4 years here, as a community, we have come together to raise funds for victims of devastating earthquakes and tsunamis in Japan in 2011, and collected money for the Red Cross's effort in Haiti after their destructive earthquake in 2010. We have attended cookouts on back campus during the spring. We created 8 teams for Relay for Life and raised money in order to benefit the American Cancer Society. We cheered on our sports teams, celebrating after the victories, and working hard to come back after the losses. The community has supported our actors, singers, and musicians on stage in the 4 musicals, 4 series of acting skits, 4 plays, and over 25 concerts that Sem has produced throughout my 4 years here. We have looked ridiculous on Clash Day during Spirit Week, and participated in spirited volleyball and dodgeball tournaments throughout the year. We have aided the Salvation Army by providing Christmas gifts for over 120 less fortunate children through the Angel Tree Project. Every Thanksgiving, we have raised money in order to provide Thanksgiving meals to families in the Valley. Also, annually, we attend the International Club Dinner, where everyone feasts on food from around 20 different countries, made by students native to those countries. All of this has occurred only within my past 4 years here, and there are so many more things I can say. These examples of community involvement and campus unity truly speak for what Sem has to offer for everyone. Yes, Sem is an academically challenging environment, and as a student at Sem, you will do more work than you ever have before. You will have the opportunity to be part of nationally ranked sports teams, be able to choose over 25 extracurricular clubs, and meet people from 13 different states and 22 different countries. And yes, students and faculty will be pushed to their limits in all aspects. However, it is a healthy, challenging environment in which we all push each other to be our best and succeed together. Even though all these things are major aspects of everyone's life at Sem, especially the academics, we strive and succeed in making community involvement an equally important facet of the Sem life. No matter if you are a bookworm, a dancer, an athlete, or an artist, we all come together as one unified community here at Sem. Thank you very much.